Colombia is one of the most ethnically diverse countries in the world. While it has been known on the world stage in the past for political turmoil and drug-related violence, this often overshadows its rich cultural heritage, food, and stunning natural beauty.
This is Colombia.
And as far as natural beauty in Colombia goes, it's hard to beat the northern Caribbean coast.
Incredible!
The first hostel we stayed in was tucked away in the jungle and was close to the La Victoria coffee farm. There we had a chance to try and see how world-famous Colombian coffee beans were grown, processed, and brewed. Next up was the Tayrona National Park.
Say "we out here."
We out here.
All right. Sharda, you're really holding people back. People are resorting to just walking through the...
We saw some beautiful sights, including a killer jellyfish.
One touch, you die.
On the way back, some of us made the journey on horseback. While COVID wasn't natural,
COVID!
Tribina had a bit tougher of a time.
No, guys, I'm gonna fall.
Tribina, it can sense fear.
Finally, we went to the beautiful city of Cartagena, known as a resort town with beautiful beaches and sunsets.
Oh, good lord.
We now move on to Medellin, the second largest city in Colombia. This city should be recognizable to those who are familiar with Pablo Escobar, who ran his infamous massive drug cartel operation from this city in the late 80s. During this time, Medellin was known as the most dangerous city in the world and was practically a war zone. Today, things are much different. After the death of Escobar and major political reform over the past 20 years, murder and crime rates are lower now than ever before. While there, we went to a square that used to be so dangerous that it was called the Square of Crime. Today, it's called the Square of Hope and is a symbol of a country moving on from its violent past. Our walking tour guide Pablo explains it better than anybody.
And your name is super long, it's so hard. Your name is Jan. Can you imagine that it's not only mine, I want you to feel it as yours as well. Locals, we perfectly understand that foreigners couldn't come to visit us 20 years ago. We understand that perfectly. Despite of the bad reputation we Colombians have internationally, you have decided to come to visit us. That's the reason why people approach to you in the streets out of the blue and say like, hey, hello, how you doing? How do you like my city? Is it pretty, isn't it? Francisco. He says, God bless you. Francisco. You know, guys, people are happy to see you because you are a symbol that our country is finally changing.
Comuna 13 is a community in Medellin that serves as another testament to the transformation the city has undergone. 20 years ago, there was military and drug violence happening constantly, with people dying every day. Our tour guide Laura grew up here and knew that violence on a personal level. With the help of a state-of-the-art outdoor escalator, this has now become a peaceful village that is accessible to tourists from all around the world. Another hallmark of this change is the encouragement of beautiful street art and street performance. last stop on our walking tour was Plaza San Antonio, where during a concert in 1995, terrorists blew up a statue by famous Colombian sculptor Fernando Botero. The explosion killed 29 people and wounded more than 200. Instead of removing the destroyed statue, Botero decided to keep it alongside the new one.
Guys, you make part of that symbol even the moment when your trip is over. There's that moment when you go back home and you show your pictures to your friends and you will tell, you know what, buddy? Colombia is not that bad. It's not as dangerous as media makes you think it is or as Netflix is making you think it is. Guys, in other words, it's you who have the power to spread the word of mouth and help us to get rid of those horrible stigmas that we bear internationally. This is the perfect summary of Colombia. A country moving out of terrible days of pain, like in the left, but also a country working very hard to enter into better days of hope, like that one on the right.
Track force, why? Cause getting mentions on the tip of the vibe buzz. Rock and roll to the beat of the funk fuzz. Wipe your feet really good on the rhythm rug. If you feel the urge to freak, do the jitterbug. Come and spread your arms if you really need a hug.
Excuse me, sir, how does it taste?
What we're above. If you diss us, we won't even think of. We'll nipper the dog and give a big shove. This rhythm really fits like a snug glove. Like a box of positives, it's a plus love. As the trial flies high like a dove.